Welcome to the writer's life, the place where you get the sight, sound, smells, taste of my particular writer's life, and where you get the truth about the writer's life. Subscribe if you haven't already. Smash that like button. Hit the bell for notifications, so you don't miss out on one exciting video. Coming to you from on a snowy mid-March day. Looks nice out. Stuff's gonna melt like tomorrow, but whatever. So it's official. No, I'm not. No, I didn't get a movie deal for this. No, it hasn't hit the New York Times bestseller list. Publishers Weekly hasn't even reviewed it yet. But my mother likes it. In fact, she said it's one of her favorites of mine that I've written in a long time. And I wasn't even going to give her a copy of it because it's real hard boiled and there's some pretty gross scenes in it, right? But she found it really funny in areas and stuff like that. I don't know. Sometimes I write stuff I'm not even sure I'm being funny or not, and sometimes I'm intentionally funny and no one laughs, I guess. But anyway, but it just brings up this point that no writers ever really talk about. And some I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. I did a ghost job for a very wealthy Texas marketer and advertising executive, who was like very friendly with the Bush family and Stanley Marcus of Neiman Marcus and some big shots like that, right? Political and business big shots mostly. So I'm working. Yeah, I was working on a novel for him. It was a disastrous story, but it was a disastrous experience, I should say. But that's beside the point. Anyway, every time I'd write like a chapter and hand it in, he'd be like, "You can't write that because my friend Stanley Marcus won't like it." And then I'd write something else. He'd say, "My friend George Bush won't like that." And it's like, Jesus, what am I going to do here? So I ended up getting like 3/4 of the way through the project and collected what I could have. I think that payday was like $50,000. I got maybe like 35 of it or something, which I'm told in ghostwriting land. I haven't done much of it. I've done some. I'm told that's usually how it goes. You usually get about 3/4 of your money before you get fired. You see, because your aesthetic is not their aesthetic, and their aesthetic is not somebody else's aesthetic. So you see how that goes. That's right? Yeah. Anyway, but you can't write your fiction with other people in mind. We all take from real life. We all take from real people. We all take from real life situations, and we fictionalize them. So you can't be writing and oh God, my mother's gonna hate this, so I better not do it. Or my wife won't like this, or my whoever won't like it. I wrote a book called Everything Burns. And there was some similarities in there to my in-laws, I'll admit. But it was fiction. It's entirely fiction, and they recognized themselves in some scenes, and didn't it, in part anyway, lead to a breakup? The things we do for our art. But I'm always using real people and stuff like that on my books. I've used all my college friends, my best college friends, who were like my brothers from other mothers. And sometimes I make them despicable characters, bad guys, because and they never bitch and complain about it. They should, but sometimes maybe, but they don't. They're really good natures about it. Sometimes they're good guys. I keep recirculating them throughout different books. But anyway, you can't. The point of this whole thing today is that you can't censor yourself just because you think someone isn't gonna like what you're writing, or it's gonna insult somebody or whatever. But probably a good idea to leave your in-laws out. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna get back to this. I'm currently going over the Moonlight Runs, which is the follow-up to this. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.